Hello.
We are in.
Oh,
Welcome to the Cognisphere.
We have entered.
that intro goes so hard. I just had it. I've never had it blasting at full volume like that, but love
yeah.
that.
That's literally what I said to him the first time. I was like, "Yo, I had the headphones in during this, and like, oh my god, I was into it. Like, it's so good."
Got my adrenaline going.
No, it does. Yeah.
And I know we have a lot of talk about AI sucks. That's pure AI. That was
Don't tell
entirely AI. I'm just saying, like, these tools they can be good. Especially I've found with AI music, what does the best if you are trying to create AI music is electronic seems to be the best for it, which kind of makes sense because it's native to computers.
Right.
But even the lyrics, I just put in a couple little things. Anyways, it sounds pretty good, surprisingly.
Nice. No, I support cautionary use of AI tools.
Yes.
Like use with discretion. A lot of it.
Yep.
For many reasons, including that all our stuff is, exposed to like U.S. intelligence and Israeli intelligence. So yeah, there's that.
Oh well, yeah, that's true. What's up, Krishna and Slow?
How's it going on, guys? Spacey, how are you doing?
Yo, good. It's so great to see you. How are you guys?
Me too. I'm good.
Nice.
Very good. Very excited to be here with you guys, like always.
Always euphoric.
So it's always good to see you.
We're always euphoric. That's right.
How have you been, Spacey?
I'm great. I'm even better now that we're all here together. I see Krishna, my partner in crime. I'm putting stickers in places that are questionable. Gotta love it. The IRL stuff, you really see another side of people, because I feel like if I only ever knew Krishna through the internet, I would see just like the very spiritually cautious side, which I love and respect. But Krishna has another side.
Yes.
Got many sides. Got many sides,
There's
guys.
some depth there. Nah, I'm doing great. Thanks for having me, everyone.
No, I remember when we got there. He's like, I think I have to get warmed up or something. Like within 5 minutes, you were yelling at it off of a loudspeaker. It was like, what the world?
It's just the energy. When you're with Aeons in the real life, I don't know. It just a force takes over me. So
it was strange seeing everybody. That was a weird feeling.
Yeah,
I mean, a good feeling, but weird.
It was a good time tagging up Miami with all of our flyers, especially tagging buses and trucks. We got
yeah.
Again.
I loved it.
Yeah, I think the next conference is going to feel pretty surreal for a lot of us. Because honestly, even still at this point, not like a good amount of people have met each other, but there's still so many of us that have never gotten to interact with each other IRL.
Yeah.
And,
it really adds so much credibility and strength to the connections. It's critical, I think.
I'm excited just to even watch the live feed from Amsterdam. I feel like I'll get to somewhat meet people, but not really. But you get to like see faces, and I'm interested to see how they live stream that. And how that goes.
Slow, did you get your mic?
Slow, that's
Slow. Did you get your mic?
I sure did.
Oh wow, you sound so much better.
Thank you. I got the hot pink. I've been very stoked about it. The color on the bottom like changes through the rainbow, it's great.
It's beautiful.
Slow, I heard.
What kind of mic did you get, Slow?
Phone, whatever Chad sent me. Yeah, phone, some kind of phone. Just the little, This podcast is sponsored by phone.
Like we're doing an unboxing.
Yeah,
iPhone. If you want to join the index,
that has been shipped here.
Do it up.
Amazon link below.
Yeah.
No, it was like the cheapest. It was the best bang for your buck, is what it was. So.
Nice.
This one's like 150. That was like 50. But honestly, the difference in quality is not 3 times. It's like just a tad better, honestly.
Sure.
Okay, indeed. I'm not laughing at Undy. But Slow, I was gonna say I heard your new mic in action with the one video you made. It sounded good.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, what'd you think? Did you like it? I know, I liked it. I thought it sounded really good, the voiceover.
Yeah.
What
It
were you
sounded
reading?
good.
Were you reading an article or?
Yeah. It was a tiny clip from T-Dog's article of could SPX be the next GameStop?
Okay.
Yeah, Slows, you're trying to read the articles and stuff. Spacey, did you hear about that? Or did you know about that?
I don't think I knew about the voiceover video, but I definitely know the T-Dog article that you're talking about.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say Slow's trying to basically read different articles that have been created, make it an audio version for people who...
That's brilliant. Yeah.
People don't like to read.
It's so true, right? Like this long format stuff, some of it is so good, and I'm like, people are so like, it's the whole like short form video addiction thing. So people's minds just switch off after whatever number of seconds. I don't even know. But yeah, no, I think what you're doing is God's work, actually. So please keep it up. And who knows, maybe cut the articles into like 1,300 different clips. Just get a bite at a time.
Yeah. You do like just a playlist of shorts. Yeah, that's funny.
That's right.
Well, I mean, at least with my videos, I mean, like yours, Spacey, was like the podcast we did was like 2.5 hours long. There's over 1,000 views on that, so there are some people.
That's impressive, but I think that speaks to your track record. You bring on people who have true love and passion for the project, so it's worth listening to. So yeah, those numbers don't totally surprise me, but in terms of the duration of the content, it does to some extent. Yeah. It's impressive.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of surprising that.
Yeah.
It's cool though. Still like cool.
Yeah,
especially because I wanted to ask you about this basically because I was kind of curious. So our and I've got an opinion on it too. I've got an opinion on everything, but I am kind of curious what you think. So there's 200,000 wallets.
Yes.
Wallet-ish, maybe a little bit more. The question I have is, a lot of people say we have 200,000 people in the movement. I don't think it's that high.
No. Guys, let's be very honest.
Yes.
There are only 2 girls named Nicole with 23-inch waist, and all those other wallets are our 200,000. Come on, there are 2 people in SPX. That's it. That's the answer. No, I mean, to your point, I don't know. Like, if you want a prediction about what the real number is,
if I had to put you on the spot, what would you actually say?
So I would go somewhere between 80 to 100,000.
Okay.
As a very safe bottom target. And I'm saying a very safe bottom target because I would say if you've been in the crypto space for a long time, actually, you'd probably get a better read on this number if you looked at, like, Matt Beck puts out like hodl wave charts sometimes. So you might get a better sense based on how long people seemingly have been in crypto or have been in the token itself. But I would just say people who are more crypto native have probably 2 to 3 wallets that they're holding, assets that they like have strong conviction for.
There's also the big Coinbase wallet and the Kraken wallet, which represents a lot of people. Those aren't broken out, so there is that too.
Right, and so to the other side of it, you have to also compensate on that side where it's not like whatever dichotomized or like, I don't know, like subdivided across all of the user base of the centralized exchanges. But in terms of volume, most of our user base is on DEXs anyway. So yeah, so true. I would say probably like 100,000 is probably a safe number. More like maybe give or take like 25K.
Okay, I think that's reasonable. I think I've been saying 50,000, but I think 100,000.
I think it's higher than that.
Okay.
Because think of how many people you visibly see And I know how many people that I've onboarded who will never ever tweet about it. They will never ever make a Reddit post. So I think you have to consider how many people are outwardly talking about this and recognize each of those people that are vocal are attached to a network of people who are not.
Okay. Next question. How many people do you think are, I put it into, I think put it 3 categories. One is just passive holders who are just whatever.
Right.
And then number 2 is maybe a little bit passionate. Maybe they'll like a post every now and again. Maybe they talk about it every now and again. And then the diehards. What would you put the other 2 categories? Like kind of in a little better, more than passive, but then the diehard.
Diehards, I would go probably, I'm gonna say maybe 750.
Okay, that's actually lower than I would have thought. Okay.
I'm gonna say well, I'm saying safely.
Okay.
I'm saying safely 750, and I'm saying I'm leaning more into the diehard side. 750 to 1,000 maybe, but I think that number is growing exponentially every day, especially in the current market conditions. So it's hard to say. That's a number that I actually think fluctuates more than you would want for it to fluctuate, because what's diehard? I mean, I'm not going to name any names, but some people crash out on the timeline who are diehards. So there's that. And then there are the diehards that I'm not considering in this 750 that are from other communities maybe who love to talk about SPX. That's a diehard to me. And whether or not they're holding, it doesn't matter, because their tweets are ad space.
Exactly.
So the number is like meaningfully higher than I've stated it, but for different reasons.
Gotcha. Cool.
I'm playing it on the safe side because I don't like to overestimate things.
Yeah.
I was gonna say on the wallet holders topic, I think it was possibly Techno Prime who did a deep dive. They're they said that they're professionally they're a data analyst, and looking at the metrics that he could find and trying to do an integrity check on the wallets and whatnot. I think, and this was maybe 6 months ago, could have been longer, but he roughly narrowed it down to 80,000 ish. So I would guess that the 80 to 100,000 conservative guesstimate is probably pretty accurate, and at least in his opinion kind of reflects.
That's interesting. I hadn't seen that.
Accurate,
I hadn't seen that, but I'll have to look. I'm curious to see how he kind of breaks it down.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he did a thread on X.
Nice.
I think it was Techno Prime. I know I added it to the SPX wiki on Reddit, so people can.
Okay, I'll check that out for sure. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
it was really interesting to me, though. Definitely.
I like looking at the numbers because I'm whatever it is right now, we're at the lowest sentiment I've seen. This is lower sentiment than after FTX blew up.
Yeah, I agree.
So I don't know. I mean, whatever it is right now, things are going to get better. I mean, none of us have gone away. And I know sometimes people are crying on the timeline. Oh, I miss Babyl. Babyl is fully active.
he last tweeted 2 weeks ago. It wasn't that long ago. It's been 2 weeks.
Give the people who have been showing up every single day for the past 3 years or whatever it is, just a little bit of grace. Let them have a week to get their lives together sometimes when they need it. I mean,
what do you mean they have a life?
Yeah, dude takes a week-long vacation. They're he disappeared. He's rubbed us.
And by the way, is fully active, doing work behind the scenes. It's not this person fell off the face of the earth, but it's funny. I mean, at the end of the day, it's all amusing to me, but yeah.
I
think like there needs to just be, what I would love to see in our community is like, I think these people who make those comments are actually soft fudding. I don't think that it's benevolent. I think it's actually malicious. And when you see things like that, you can just shut it down with the facts or whatever, if there are facts to shut it down with. But the reason I see it as malicious is because it's like, oh, I care so much about this, but where are all these people who have probably done way more than this person ever did for SPX? And it's just like, let me do this publicly for whatever their reason is. Maybe they're fudding for better entry. I don't know. But I just hope that if there are people who are being like outwardly negative, that genuinely think there's something productive that they're accomplishing from this, that they reevaluate and just like do what you can do on your end, given the skill set that you have, the connections that you have. Like, this is DeFi. At the end of the day, any one single person can change the trajectory of the whole project.
Wait, I wanted to ask you, Nicole, can you see the comments that are coming in? Should be on your right side.
I was in the private chat. Now I can see the comments. Yes.
Okay, good.
Oh,
Ilya
cool.
just said something really funny. 4 queens and the queen is queen.
Oh, wait. I can't see it. Where is it?
It's the last comment.
Oh, shoot.
That's
so cool. I love Ilya.
Yeah. Anyways, I wanted to make sure you could see that.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, because I was clicked into the wrong thing. Hi, everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, it's sick to see people here. See, I come into these and I never know to join the chat or anything like that. I just like watch from YouTube because you stream it to YouTube.
Yeah, only YouTube.
But are these people writing in from YouTube or?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I guess I could be doing that. All right, next time.
Yeah, you could if you. Yeah, that's true. But, anyways, yeah, and another thing I wanted to show just shout out some people real quick. We got Jordan, who is not able to join. He always watches the replays. And
He said, "Keep the prices down. More FUD, please."
Saucy, who's always here every week. Are you aware of the official SPX 6900 account? I wasn't really aware of it till recently. Is that actually the official one?
It looks official. It says official.
I don't know what that is.
Well, the reality is, I remember Hype was getting some official SPX videos together, but I don't know if that's where they live. So.
Okay, it felt. I got to be honest. There was a comment left on one of my videos that was. It felt like a Hype comment.
Yes, I am official. That's what they
I'm
said.
pretty sure it's Hype. Yeah.
If I can read this in an Aussie accent, that is definitely Hype, and so far it's not really working.
It's either Hype or Chang.
Changus.
Yeah, it's definitely Hype.
You said my sweet minions. This can't be Hype. No way.
No, really? You think so? I think it is.
It says
He left a comment that was very hype-ish.
Okay, the
No,
new
video.
comment makes
the new comment.
he would like to procrastinate more, so it might be Hype.
I'm pretty sure it's Hype.
Well, it depends. If the account has nothing uploaded, it's probably Hype.
There's one video. One
There you
video.
go. We're done.
Actually, that might be the one.
That's why I was like, is this actually?
Sorry, Hype. Can you like get around to uploading that stuff?
Yeah. Not a good look for the official SPX account. One video.
This coin is obviously a rug. Their official account only has one video.
Scam.
Ooh, that reminds me. That was something I wanted to ask. Sorry.
Must mention Hype.
Oh my god.
That's so funny.
Love you, Spacey.
I love you too, Skull Bearer Fred.
That pick is crazy. I wanted to ask you too, because speaking of the official account, the X account, I've heard some people saying that they wished there was more being put out by the official X account. Their point was that whenever they show SPX to someone, and then they, the kind of the traditional, or at least the meta of 2024, I will say. Mm-hmm. Oh, you put out an official account, it's your meme coin, you check out the official account. You know what I mean? Like if you're looking into a coin. They were saying if they tell somebody about it and they go check the official account, don't see too much from it, they're like, oh, is this legit or whatever?
Yeah.
What do you, I guess, what is your take on it, on how much the official account should be
So
posting?
the reason the official account doesn't do all that much, it's a little bit like multifaceted. One of the reasons is obviously we had lost it. And so we're trying to make sure that we don't lose it again. So a better way of operating it is like we can boost stuff that's good content, but if we post content, original content ourselves, we potentially jeopardize losing it. The other component to the official account is when we lost it, a lot of us that were like OGs or whatever felt like we achieved a level of decentralization that we never had before. And it wasn't worth like re-centralizing a project that people now felt like they were like playing a pivotal role in. So I think it's like walking that fine line between obviously like it's better that we have that account at all, but you're right. It's like if you show it to someone, it looks like it's not active or something. It's kind of just like risk versus reward. Like it's good that we have an account. We can show we have like X number of followers. They're legit followers. Like we're one of the only accounts probably that never actually botted it. Because actually certain exchanges have like minimum requirements. And so people bought their accounts like right out the gate just to get listings, which is really screwed up. We fortunately never had to do that. So I think it's good that we have genuine followers, which you can tell by like just scrolling through the list. It would be optimal if we like had the freedom to tweet more, but since we've lost it before and like most accounts never even get restored, we were super lucky we were able to get it back. And because we became more decentralized, it's just not worth the risk of losing it. Because it's kind of just like another place to like show that we have some level of like organization. But I think this is meant to be truly epitomizing DeFi in a way that a lot of coins kind of like let slip by. Like a lot of people say like, oh, flip the stock market. How is that unique to SPX? Like everything is punk as long as it's in crypto. And it's like, no, if you look at the wallet distribution, if you look at the way teams run things, like it's really not. A lot of it isn't really DeFi at all. It's just like got the facade of being DeFi. So I think like we finally got to a place, the only place where we really, we still have people who are like, well, Murad was something, and like, you know, like anyway, whatever. Anyway, the point is, we are a huge collective of people who are all independent thinkers, and we each have different ways of expressing our conviction, and we should keep it that way. Like we made it a point. Those of us who stuck it out through the coach candle in January of 2024 made it a point to remove the whole keyman risk thing. Like we're never going to have one point of weakness that if this person dips out, everything goes to zero. Like we'll never have that again. So let's not recreate that just because we have someone who's willing to be as outspoken as a lot of the rest of us are, right? Like I'm not seeing these people going and tweeting angrily about how bullish Southern Fried Chad is every day of existence. But every day I go on the timeline and Southern Fried Chad has a new podcast, a new Into the Cognisphere episode, is tweeting about how bullish he is every single day of existence. I mean, like I'm going to start flooding Southern Fried Chad. Like in a way, we almost have to combat this Murad like illusion of it being centralized to people who don't know by fudding all of the other people who are as bullish as he is. I'm going to start fudding Southern Fried Chad tomorrow.
Put it out.
I don't think my tender heart can take it.
You can take it. You're strong enough. I believe in you.
I've been loving Southern Fried Chad's Twitter account lately. Like the past month, I've been like, yeah, you've really earned a lot of respect for me. And I thought I already had like maxed out on respect for you. But
well, on the day that everything was really, really red or whatever, bad, whatever day that was, a couple weeks ago, I was like, I'm bullish as fuck. Just immediately, whenever when the sentiment was the worst it could possibly be, it's like, Fuck all y'all. I don't care. Fuck you. We're bullish.
People hate to see it. They hate to see us still having as good of a time as we are. And like back in the day, on the worst of weeks, like SPX was always the place where you could like go and laugh and just have fun. So like we have to just keep it that way. That's really important. And not let people who are obsessed with chart watching like get in the way of that.
I mean, the tone of this show has never changed. We're always just having fun. Never. It will not change. Has not changed.
Macro.
Read all about it.
The only thing macro here is this Miller Lite macro brew.
Is that your favorite, Chad? The Miller Lights? I'm sorry.
Yeah, because it's cheap. It's the best cheap beer. If you go any cheaper, it's pretty bad. It's the most tolerable cheap beer. So yeah.
Can I ask, where does what's it called? Where does Guinness sit on your list?
Me?
Yeah.
I love Guinness. Guinness is my my splurge beer.
Okay.
It's not that expensive, but it's.
I don't know the difference in pricing because I feel like they just give you more volume. I don't know.
No, Miller Lite's way cheaper.
Oh yeah. Okay.
You get a 24 pack for like $22 for Miller Lite. It's like less than $1 a can. Guinness is you get a 6-pack for like $12 or something like that. So it's like $2 a can.
Okay.
You could finish a 6-pack of Guinness?
Not in one day.
I'm just saying. I don't know. I'd be it's
Fuck
heavy.
no, I would puke.
I barely
Guinness
have
is
one.
big.
I could never.
I can have max 2. 2 is about. I mean, you pound those, it can be kind of rough.
Yeah, it was never.
I mean, I have before, but I just don't
beautiful.
recommend it.
I forget. Is there going to be alcohol at the Carolina conference?
Yep.
Okay.
There will be. And I believe, John, or is it John?
That's right.
John, right? Yeah.
It's John.
John's going to bring a keg from his own brew.
No way.
From
I
North Carolina.
want Aeon to do a keg stand. I don't care who.
I'm sure there's going to be a couple.
Unk 6900 will be there, and Nick will be there. So
Will the 69 days be up?
Yeah, will the 69 days be up? I think it will.
It will be up. It will be up.
Definitely be
It'll
up.
be fun.
Maybe too soon.
Yeah.
Are we on day 1 or something?
I think it's day 1. Yeah, we're already influencing them.
I don't know if we want to be responsible for his the relapse of.
I was gonna say, a little bit of a sore subject right now.
What's this? A 69-day challenge?
No drinking, I think, right?
Yeah, no.
Oh, for Unk.
Yeah. Which I think is great. I think it's good to take a break. You shouldn't be dependent on it. That's for sure.
Yeah, that'll.
I believe in him.
Sees it through.
Absolutely.
Yeah, literally, this is basically the only time I drink. I like to drink on here. It loosens me up a little bit. But that's about the only time I drink throughout the week.
Fair enough. Yeah, no. Yeah.
Cheers. I'm drinking too, but it's tea.
What kind of tea?
This is just green tea.
Okay. I don't know if you had like a
Just got my water
little
here.
SPX concoction going on, a little auto heal concoction. You
Nice. Are you sure that's not Guinness right there? You chugging Guinness out of your water container?
Guinness, pure Guinness.
There we go. Those are 6 stickers.
You never know with Krishna.
You never know.
Those are sweet
That
stickers.
would be so rough.
Thank you.
If I drank green tea right now, I would not go to sleep. Guaranteed, would not be sleeping.
Oh
Really?
yeah, my
Green
caffeine
tea?
tolerance is ridiculous.
Mine's low. Mine is so low. I drink a coffee and I'm whacking out. It doesn't take much for me.
Yeah.
Do you drink caffeine like in the morning, throughout the day, anything like that?
You talking to me or Spacey?
Yeah. You.
I'll drink a Diet Coke like in the afternoon. I drink a couple of those a day. That's the only caffeine I have, but that's very
Really?
low.
That's
It's much
very
lower than coffee.
coded of
Yeah,
you.
I was gonna say that.
It's very what?
It's very Aeon coded.
I've always loved Diet Coke. It's great.
You and Idea Hazard alike.
Funny.
I mean,
That's
I do. I mean, I like coffee. It just whenever I drink it, I get wacko. I mean, seriously,
Sure.
my brain
Yeah,
runs
yeah.
too fast with it. It's good though but it's good as my tolerance is low because if I have something to do, like for work that I really need to do, I'll drink that. It makes a big difference. So
I wish that was the case. I just drink coffee. Don't even fucking do anything anymore.
He's got Everclear in that jug.
Just like, oh
God.
I could see Krishna drinking the
Yum.
Everclear. I could see
Give us some
that.
Gatorade in
I'll
it
do
or
it for the
something.
culture. Why not? I'll do anything once.
Everclear shots are. I've done it one time. That was awful. Do not recommend.
That sounds awful.
It was. Do not recommend it. That was when I was in college.
I want to join all the French Aeons, just sipping on their wine all the time.
Nice.
Classy little ass Aeons.
I know. I'm jealous. All the Euro meetups look sick.
Seriously,
Yeah.
I know.
The Amsterdam thing is going to be really cool. Are you going to that, Spacey?
No, I'm not going to be able to make actually either of those upcoming meetups. But after this summer passes, I'll be back at everything.
Nice.
Yeah.
We'll
I'm
probably.
super jealous.
I think we're still going to do the Miami one again. I think that'll be like a yearly thing. So
Good. Yeah, I'll definitely be able to help out with that. I mean, all of these, I'm happy to help out behind the scenes, but I can't physically be there, unfortunately.
cool. Yes.
Yeah.
We'll keep that in mind.
Yeah.
When's the next like actual like a crypto event?
That's a good question. I mean, I was talking to Lite, and he was mentioning there might be some ETH conference in New York. So we looked it up, and I think it's in June potentially.
Oh, okay, June.
But you know, I'm here regardless. So
Right.
that
Only
I
because
can
you mentioned you went to ETH Denver, and that was like your first shill of SPX to like crypto.
Yeah,
people and
yeah.
stuff
2
like that,
years
so.
ago. 2 years ago.
It got me thinking. I was like, oh, when's the next event? Like, I'm out there, you know. Like,
Well, so ETH Denver is happening right now, but I couldn't make it for this one. But I also think because just sentiment is so low across the board, it's like not much going on there right now.
right.
But yeah. Oh, Cryptic Mong. More like Spacey going to East NYC. Oh yeah, hell yeah. Okay, if you come, let us know.
What did you say? What did you say the name was? What did you say his name was?
ETH Conf or something like ETHCONF. I don't know. Some weird.
No, you know, Cryptic's name. What did you say his name was?
Mong or Mang. I've heard people say Mong.
It's Monge.
Monge. Oh, Monge with a J sound on the J.
I'm just correcting you because I got corrected. I was just.
We've all been corrected.
Oh, that's good. No, I want to
Clearly.
be corrected. I only ever want to be right. Don't let me be wrong. You better correct me. Cryptic Monge. Oh, so I never knew how to say it. So now I know. I love that.
I don't think anybody did, but all people do because of the show now.
He's one of my favorite people, so I definitely want to know how to pronounce his name.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's great. We love Cryptic Mang. I mean Monge.
Mang, I mean Mong, I mean Monge. You got to go through all the iterations of it.
Yes.
Did you guys catch the Flip the Stock Market
I still haven't watched it. I meant to.
last Thursday?
I still haven't either. There's just so much content out there that I got to catch
You guys
up
are
on.
fucking killing me right now.
Was it good?
Yeah,
I'm not on the
Oh,
Die Hard list anymore.
They gave us a shout out right at the intro. They gave us a shout out.
They gave us a shout
Give
out.
us a shout out, and you're not even fucking watching the show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, Cryptic. We had no idea.
Giving us a
Thank
shout out, you're not even watching. Don't worry, Mark. I'm on these guys, bro. I'm on these guys.
You know what? Can I make an analogy? Here's the analogy. It's like when a teacher asks a question and you're too focused on what you're going to answer. You see your hand raised that you don't hear what anyone else is doing. No, it's so hard because you guys are producing at such an insane rate new content every single week that it's like, how could you possibly keep up with everything else that everyone else is doing? I'm not even creating the content you guys are, and I can't even keep up. And I'm trying. I jump into everything I can, but if I don't catch it live, it just gets so backlogged. Yeah. It's almost impossible.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's a good problem. I think that's good.
Yeah. It is. It's super bullish.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Slow.
I was just gonna say, I feel like I consume Cognisphere content pretty much from like the moment I wake up till the moment I go to bed, and I am nowhere close to being able to keep up with it all. I mean, it really is. It's crazy.
Yeah, because
hours upon hours upon hours of content.
Yeah, because I
article after article after article.
Yeah. Right. You can layer it behind things and you can read while you're at work doing something else, but it's like there's just not enough time in a day. And that really tells me that number is probably closer. Like, how many people are really passionate? I don't know. You have like 1 million people. You have so many people producing new stuff each day. And it's like, I don't even recognize this person and they're making bangers at this point.
Yeah, that's why you said 750. I thought that was low. But
I think it is low, but it's like my safe approximation.
Yes.
Even if you say there's like maybe 1,000 to 5,000 like diehards, those diehards are able to create, you know, that what we say like 80 to 100,000 actual users. So think of that ratio. Like the more diehards you get, they're able to get more regular people. Like I'm working behind the scenes to get my whole family at least more knowledgeable, at least getting them to hold. They're not ever going to do anything or produce anything, but at least they're just buying and holding. So
that's the thing.
I think,
No, I agree with that. And that's kind of what I was touching on. Like my coworkers are never, ever going to make content for SPX, but every time they see the market has pulled back, they're like, can you remind me, how do I want a DCA? How do I do it again? And like, they're asking me to remind them like how to walk through the whole process. Like, okay, buy ETH on Coinbase, move it to your MetaMask, swap it, like all of the steps, they need me to break it down for them. Because I'm obviously not letting them buy it on centralized exchanges. Like we're doing it the DeFi way. And they're happy to do it. They'll jump through all those hoops every single time they see an opportunity to. So those people are like high conviction people, just like we are, but you can't prove that they exist, right? At face value, you can't include them in the number because no one can see the evidence of that. But we know they exist because they're in our proximity on a day-to-day basis. And they're still talking about it and they're still thinking about it. And they're still watching videos on YouTube about it. So
it occupies mind space, and that's kind of where we want to be. So no, I only see this trend increasing, and diehards are not going anywhere soon. They're getting more and more energy from within and from each other. So like that's why I'm always bullish. There's no reason to ever be scared, price up or down. Who cares? Just DCA and live your life.
Yeah.
Bro, the more we move forward, like the more people are just getting onboarded. Like it's just like becoming easier for, you know, people that have been here longer and longer, you know? They just keep onboarding new people and finding ways to onboard new people. And like the people that we onboard are essentially going to, I would say most of them are going to DCA and hold and not ever make any content, right? Like maybe some people might step in if they're active online, but like we're probably one of the only crypto communities outside of like the main crypto communities that are creating real long-term crypto investors, right? So
how do we get to make stuff though? Like how do we get those people who are high conviction to do something about it? Like how do we get those people who are used to passively investing? Like all my coworkers, they have like their 403b or whatever, right? Like they're passively investing their retirements into whatever, probably the S&P 500, etc. And how do we get them to become like proactive?
Yeah, I mean, so this is like something I've been telling my girlfriend because, you know, she's been passively investing in the S&P 500, right? Just because, like, you know, family, whatever, right? And so I've been I tried to like tell her like, you know, the companies, right, and go down that route, and like, you know, because, you know, you feel it, right? Everything around you, right? So I'm like, she feels it too, but like, I don't know, like going that route maybe becomes too like extremism, right? You know, telling like, you know, about all these companies and etc. So, but I haven't really, you know, I've tried a couple other things, but I haven't really been able to break it up. But
I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing.
No. I see the official SPX account.
That's definitely hype. Just confirmed.
Hype, did you read the commandments, Hype? These are up here for you, Hype.
Not Hype is onto something.
I literally put these up here for you.
I now believe that it's Hype. 100%.
Well, I got a comment and I was like, why is the official account flooding my video? What the fuck is going on? This is an official account.
So Hype wrote, in case no one pins it, I don't know. We need Murad to shake his twink booty on TikTok.
That's easy. 69 million. Likes.
Murad's a Giga Chat now, so I don't know if that works.
I think it's a good idea.
I agree. You got to step outside your comfort zone.
I'm gonna hit him up after this.
Yeah. I'm gonna change up the format, Murad.
We're gonna tell him no one's gonna raid hard until you on TikTok.
Undi's gonna keep you banned from the Telegram.
Everyone stop engaging completely. Oh my gosh.
That's great.
I was going to say, I think to get people to want to post, I feel like I think one thing SPX is good at doing, the community is good at doing, is making new people feel welcome. So, like going, like basically, if any of them are wanting to do something on social media, plugging SPX into that will instantly give them at least somewhat of an audience. I think that's the biggest value that would make people want to create stuff.
That's a good.
How do we get like the passive investor to be like, why am I'm not just going to be a passive investor anymore? Like, why did I become a passive? Like questioning their investment, right? Because we vote with our dollar. Like that's something I really believe in, and that's, they try and tell us you vote in November, right? But you're really voting every day with the dollar, right? And
well, those that are already passive investing have already made a bunch of money from passive investing. I don't really think they're our audience, nor do I think.
No, I'm just saying, like people my age, like they haven't made a bunch of money investing into the S&P 500.
Sure,
right? They just do it from, right. So people like that, right? Like, how do we get them aware of like, yo, you're literally investing into the evil circle of people controlling us, right? Like, without saying those words, because they're like, yo, oh, well, conspiracy theorists,
Yeah, right.
But.
I think just some people are not critical thinkers, unfortunately, and they just they don't like to hear anything negative and just kind of, I don't know, they don't want to think too much, unfortunately. And
also, it's a matter of convenience. They're like, I don't have to do anything for any of these other investments. Why should I have to do anything for this? And it's like it's because they don't understand the concept of decentralization in general, because everything in their world is centralized. So I don't know how you teach someone that concept with any kind of ease, because they need to be fed up enough, just like intrinsically, with the centralized structures they've been given. And like, I was pissed off and wanted the Federal Reserve gone when I was like in my teens, but like my coworkers don't have that. They're not thinking that way. And if they're not thinking that way by now, are they ever going to get to thinking that way? I don't know.
I think for those kind of people, and this may sound I don't know. To me, I'm not saying totally abandon it, but I think you have to lean into the fun stuff. You have to lean into the social media side, like not the main goal side, like you lean into the fun side, like, oh, it's just a fun thing.
Right.
I want to buy a little bit.
And downstream of that is like things will be better across the board. If things are more decentralized, they will naturally evolve to be for the betterment of like the whole or something.
You could think of it like a Trojan horse, sort of.
Yeah. Well, but the problem also is just that they don't even use these platforms to begin with. A lot of these people, they're not even on Reddit. Like they're hardly even on Facebook. But if they're on anything, they're probably on Facebook. But like, I know we've discussed this before. Like, we just have to raid Facebook.
Oh.
Honestly, it'd probably stick
That's
out
where I
so
draw the
much.
line.
I don't want
Are
to, but
there,
like,
are there people even raiding? Yeah. Do people even
There's
raid
a
on
raid
Facebook?
group. There's some raid groups
No,
on
no, I'm
Facebook.
saying
yeah.
like
they do
in the
exist.
general Facebook world, do like people raid? You know, like
Yeah.
how much of an impact would we make? Like it could probably be a greater impact on Facebook.
People could
right?
post more on Facebook. You know,
see, Saucy is on Facebook. We can get Saucy to lead.
See,
the
Saucy's
Facebook.
in.
And-
Saucy,
and
make like 30,000 alts.
Seb is too.
Well, we need to find groups that are like easy to join and that like allow random people to post or something and like infiltrate. Because like back when I was fudding Bill Gates many years ago, I made some group about Bill Gates, but no one joined because it was like this niche thing and no one knew like the things he was involved in. So like we can't start that way. We can't start within our echo chamber. We got to do like, I don't know what people are like joining groups about, but it's probably like neighborhood related stuff, like events going on in their area, or I have no idea. I don't even know. I wouldn't know.
We should all just join our local neighborhood Facebook group with our Eon PFP.
Right.
And just say, hey, we're Eons, you know, sent from the Cognisphere, just trying to help.
Or we all like collectively join a group at a time and we do these very like specific cities that have high population densities or something. And we all join with our profile pictures and people are like, what are these things that are popping up here? Does that mean we have to change our Facebook location to like whatever, like wherever we're joining? Like, I don't care.
Well, that's what I was going to think too. Like, do you have to be local or some crap? I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Saucy.
Yeah, I think we need to do this. But if we're gonna like access the social lives of like the people who are like older, but are the passive investors or whatever right now, we have to do Facebook probably.
So you think there is potential with, let's say, somebody who's made money passively investing? That's just what they've always done. I feel like that's like the hardest nut to crack ever. I feel like, but do you think there's actual potential there, Spacey?
I mean, my coworkers have all bought and they've had success elsewhere.
Okay, well, how did you just say, hey, you should buy this, or did you what sold it?
They got in because they saw how high my conviction was, and they consider me to be someone with reasonable intelligence, and I'm not someone who's like scamming people on a day-to-day basis. So some of it was just like, we trust you, we have conviction in you as a person, and you believe in this. So sometimes it's by proxy. Just
that's what Jesse told me. Jesse the surgeon.
Yeah.
But yeah, he said the similar thing when he got his fellow coworkers involved. They're like, yeah, they trust me. And it's like, oh, okay. Well, but that doesn't scale that well.
Manj had a good point. Some of the Epstein stuff, maybe we can join groups surrounding that because it's kind of like the hot topic right now. And also it points to like some fundamental flaws in the whole centralized scheme of things. So yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, there's been quite a lot of discussion about that on Reddit, obviously. Yeah. So I've tried to hop in on those kinds of discussions.
Yeah.
When I've had the free time. There is definitely a lot of that going around.
I saw one video where Seb was carrying his sign around, and you may have seen this, Nicole. He was carrying his sign around, and then somebody like, hey, I know who you are, and flagged him down, and then stopped and spoke about it. And he was just like, I mean, I put like 500 pounds in. I believe in it. You know, let's just see what happens. And I feel like that's I feel like for people who are a bit older and don't really understand crypto that well, kind of that angle is like, yeah, we're trying to flip the stock market. This is massive goal.
Was that the guy who was driving the car?
Yes.
Yeah, I did see that one. Yep.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like
we need to get him on the show.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Say, what's on your mind, man? Why do you want to flip the stock market too, bro?
But I feel like
he seemed like older, right? So it's like personally, like, does he, you know, he's doing it for the same reason we're doing it, right? For the generations after us, right? And things like that. So it's like tapping into those people, whether they're 80 or 20, they're still those the same minded people, right? They just invested into the SP 500 because they paid their company was like, yeah, just do this, and they're like, all right, you know, like.
I feel like with people like that, I do feel like you gotta have to lean into the meme coin angle a bit. Oh, it's just fun, whatever.
No, you're totally right. Actually, some of the people who love S&P 6900 the most that I realized when I went 2 years ago when I went to ETH Denver, the people who loved it the most used to be market makers for the S&P 500. They were dying laughing when they heard about this. So yes, I agree with you. If they're more like on the TradFi side of things, the meme angle is funny to them because they're familiar with the instrument that we're mocking. So that one's like, that's an easy sell.
I think that's what connected me to it too. Because I was, you know, I mean, I wasn't like officially part of like some kind of, you know, I didn't work a job at a bank or something like that.
Are you a fucking op right now? Chill. Are you a fucking undercover? Are you?
Fed.
Now it's like we're with us.
But like, you know, I mean, any kind of financial investing book you're gonna read or article or whatever the fuck, it's all TradFi systems, you know. And like at the end of the day, the easiest thing to do is to DCA the index. And there is all this. I mean, the memes are what got me into SPX. Like it is fucking hilarious to me.
Yeah.
So different things resonate with different people for sure.
I actually said something to somebody yesterday. Guy was where he's like the contractor, and I think I said something. He's been in like, I think I talked to you guys. He's been in ETH since like $50, but they've just been buying and selling and never holding and doing the right thing, right, and just trying to be a trader. And you're talking. I was like, oh, you know, you buy any crypto or whatever. And he's like, oh, you know, you need any crypto to buy, you know, you ask me. And I was like, bro, I just DCA SPX 6900. He's like, what's that? I was like, oh, it's like the stock market, but it's got 6,400 more S&Ps. He goes, well, that makes sense. And that was the conversation. I just kept it moving. And that was, you know, we kept working. And I was just like, what? Like, okay.
Okay, I'll buy.
And he is in the stock market too. Like he just, you know, he does some stocks and things like
Sometimes
that.
Sometimes it do be like that.
Oh,
like, what?
The number is bigger.
Speaking of which, we need to infiltrate everything, and to the point of like infiltrating everything, we need to find a way to infiltrate Uber drivers because Uber drivers always have the crypto alpha.
Yeah,
so we somehow need to like penetrate their network and get them to be talking about SPX. I don't know how.
Is there like a Facebook Uber group, like a Reddit Uber group? Like they're all chilling in, you know? Like
we're killing two birds with one stone. We got the Facebook crowd and the Uber crowd down.
We're locking them in.
I like that concept, actually. We got to look into this.
Is there a Uber Reddit or something for just?
There's got to be, yeah.
I think there is. It definitely is for Uber drivers. Yeah, there is.
Probably. That's a good idea.
I guess this does make me think of another topic. Where do you fall on the content side? Like, there was a big debate when there was an article that people said SPX is God or whatever from that one article, and then there was a backlash saying we should just focus on fun, and then there was no, we should focus on the flipping the stock market, and then no, we should be spiritual or whatever. Where do you, I guess, land on all that conversation?
Oh, this is for me.
Yes. We've already talked about it. I'm curious what you say, though.
So, I believe that the FUD towards that article was like, this is like way too like potentially impactful, and I have to make like, I think it was malicious. Anyway, I'm not going to speak much on it. I think it was malicious from bad actors who have other bags elsewhere, and is potentially a godless person. So anyway, so there's that. I loved the article. I thought it was really well written. I thought it captured a concept that I think many of us might share. And people might have like different levels of comfort of speaking about God in contexts like this. But I think that it's not something that like needs to become the culture or like part of the narrative, but it might be part of an individual's narrative. And I personally am like, I've been on both sides of the spectrum. So I've been an atheist back when I thought it was like the thing in academia, right? Like you find yourself like maneuvering through certain narratives that you have sort of inherited, or that the structure has, like the system has sort of imposed on you. And I've been there, but I'm not there anymore. And so like, you know, Chad, when we had the Persis Forever podcast episode together, we were talking about how like I'm not a nihilist. I think that everything has inherent meaning. I think God and the order of the universe is in everything. And so for people who can see the perfection of this realm, they're gonna find God in things that seem divinely ordained, which I think SPX is. So I was totally for that article. I could see if people had like a certain level of discomfort with the use of the word God, that's fine. That's like individual preference, but this is DeFi, and you're going to see different people encapsulate this project in different ways, and that's bullish to me.
Yeah.
And one of those ways is like God and the perfect order of the universe. Actually, if you look at the history of SPX, there have been many, many times where divine timing played a role in things. And so a lot of the things were behind the scenes and things I can't even discuss. But sometimes certain things didn't work out at a time where we would have maybe compelled it to try and work out. And then in the grand scheme of things, it was like, oh, shoot, that timing would have sucked. And that really would have screwed us up and not been good for the overall project. And like some divine intervention happened and like prevented it from happening because it wasn't right. So I don't know. Did that answer your question? Somewhat?
Yeah, no, I think so. I think there were some people, like you said, who really like used it as an attack vector, and there were some people. I think from that attack vector, it did bring up some questions that were maybe reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
I think some people mistook the article saying like SPX is God, like that's what they took from it.
Right. It never directly equivocated it or anything like that. So you just had to actually read the article for yourself, but people don't always do that.
Well, but it did bring up another good question: is what should be, and I feel like this is where I thought there was actually some value in really discussing it. Was should there be a main narrative? Should there be a narrative we all focus on? Or does that matter in your opinion?
I think that naturally evolves. I think that is what a sort of consensus mechanism is. Like whoever joins SPX, whatever the like greater mind of that collective thinks in that moment, that's the narrative.
Right.
So it has naturally evolved over time, and it will continue to, especially as we grow. And that's kind of the beauty of it, I think. Like it's a living organism because it is comprised of individual thinkers who are also living organisms. Like we're like this multicellular thing. And so like consensus mechanism is like, what does the majority believe? That's the narrative that's going to get propagated the furthest. And the stuff that isn't consensus won't get propagated as far, and that's okay too. Until more of those people join. Yeah, flip the stock market is really all it comes down to is that 6,900 is a greater number than 500. So that's
I think that makes the most sense. Social consensus.
Yeah, right.
Agreed. Because the same thing with Bitcoin too. Bitcoin wasn't always digital gold. It was started out with something, and then over time it landed on whatever it is. So it just happens over time.
Mm-hmm.
I think our strength is that the flip the stock market, narrative is gonna stick for the foreseeable future. I don't know if that was the case in the beginning when SPX first came out, but it's like short, simple, sweet, and it's a big, lofty goal that makes people want to work hard to try and achieve it because of just as a testament to what humans can achieve in this day and age, especially with all the nihilism. If you believe in nihilism and then something like this happens and we come close to achieving our goal, it kind of forces you to reconsider your entire worldview. So I think that's a great mission to have, and it's a big reason why I've stuck around.
Yeah, it's interesting because at the beginning, the narrative was more like there was always no chart, right? But even at the beginning of volleyball practice, we'd discuss like, here's what's going on. This is the market cap, idea hazard would go through some of the metrics, and then we would never talk about it again. But because there was still, even though there was like the no chart watching thing, there was still like people would come in to the Telegram when things were going crazy and it would be insanely active, or like people would be spamming at certain levels. So people were obviously chart watching.
That's still true. But.
Yeah, right. Yeah. But like at the beginning, it was more like the girl is cute. It was still like we're going to flip the stock market, but like a little less so. It was like the girl is cute. Girl's still cute. All right. Like still bullish. Like that was really, so it has evolved. Like based on consensus, it was like after the coach candle happened, consensus was sort of dictated by like a group of the OGs who we had all come together. We're like, are we going to keep sticking with it? Yes. Good. Okay. What do we need to do differently? We don't want keyman risk. We do want to flip the stock market. Maybe we lean more into the flipping the stock market thing than the girl is cute thing, because girl is cute thing was like a little too superficial, and like there's more depth to flipping the stock market. So it has naturally evolved in that way, sometimes with more compulsion than others. And so like, yeah, anytime we tease out, like some article has come out, it's okay to tease out a narrative and be like, is this going to fit with like what SPX is all about? It's good to discuss. I think it's a good practice to get into. I don't like when it's driven by bad actors. Like, I think it should come from the nodes who are like here every single day, here for this coin, not for other coins, primarily, who now want to like take an opportunity here to engagement farm on the basis of one of our articles. So yeah, I think like people need to be a little bit more discerning as to like who is driving these conversations. Like when Hype goes on the timeline and says, I'm not happy with this, and this about the aesthetic of the videos, or whatever, you know, Hype has like sometimes these rants. That's something worth listening to, because none of us have any questions as to like where Hype stands. Hype wants the betterment of the project. So I think people have to be a little bit more discerning as to who drives these conversations. But at the end of the day, teasing any concept apart, I think, is a good practice.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's good. So it sounds like flipping the stock market is the primary goal. Then secondary is like, okay, how do we actually do it while still having fun, trying out different ideas and seeing what makes sense, what doesn't. And kind of like evolving from each stage, like, okay, girl is cute, that, and then moving on from there. And obviously, because it's an open, decentralized movement, lots of people are going to have lots of ideas, and we kind of just throw it all out there, and then we can all evaluate and discuss what makes the most sense, what aesthetic fits, what doesn't, and kind of just keep building from there. And I think that's kind of what I've observed and seen, and it seems to be like organically flowing very well. And not everybody's going to agree. Not everything is going to, you know, stick. But overall, I think we're heading in the right direction, it feels.
And the system works, right? I remember Mung used to call it the immune system of SPX. And the reason why I know it works is like we were going down what I thought was like a bad path in the way of like too much of the content being created by AI. And it just, a lot of it was slop. And then like we check ourselves and it's like, wait a minute, this isn't really how we want our content to look. Let's revisit some of these older videos and see what they looked like and go from there. And people recalibrate. Like if they really care about this, it's like, okay, historically this has worked. Now we have sort of veered a little bit too far off the path, and like we'll recenter ourselves. And like obviously it's an evolving path. So center is like a changing center or whatever, but again, driven by consensus. If enough people think that the AI slop is no good, then, and this is brought to everyone's collective awareness, then people are going to like make content in accordance with moving away from the AI slop to some extent. So yeah, so I think like the immune system works, like it's going great. Be critical, but like be benevolently critical and consider delivery. When I want to be like less aware of how I'm delivering things, I just don't specify who I'm talking to. I'll just make a general statement. But you'll know who I'm talking about because of the context. But yeah.
Do you? I feel a little. I agree that there was a lot of AI slop, but there still kind of is. I think less so now for sure.
Yeah.
And I think it's just a lot of the tourists are going, so that's who generally do it. But I do have a little bit of empathy, or I guess, or like some people want to contribute, and that's like a way to do it because they're not particularly creative or particularly talented at it. So I guess there's a part of me that's like, I don't want to discourage people from trying.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. And I think what there needs to be, and like I've spoken to a couple of people about this, I would love for us to have a platform where you can put an idea out and someone who is a content creator can take that idea and like run with it and make something that's like to the standard of like our aesthetic in our community. And there's some like incentive where like people can tip this person for doing it, or there's a bounty ready to go that gets released to that person. If we had something like this, I think like the quality of our content would just like level up instantaneously. So
I think there is a lot of opportunity there for people to engage with and think about and maybe improvise on, like, because there's been plenty of times where I'm like, man, I have like a good idea, or I find a clip of something and I'm like, this would go so hard with such and such content creators video and such, you know, content creators, the way that they do their music and so on and so forth. There is a lot of opportunity for just like collaboration, more collaboration than what we see at the moment. I mean, it's growing, but this show is even in some ways like that, where it's like Jeffrey's done a really amazing job producing all of these different shorts for the YouTube channel. And I've been kind of working on different types of videos and, you know, different. And I know that there's the whole, like, there's the SPX Academy on Telegram, where a lot of artists are, you know, working together and sharing videos that are works in progress and getting feedback from other people. Like, should I use this filter or that filter, and so on. The more of that we can see, the better, for sure.
Yeah, and I think there are more of those pockets, those little like sub communities than we're even aware of. And so the only thing I could suggest is like, if you don't know a channel through which you could collaborate, send an idea to me or like to anyone that is like here on a day-to-day basis doing stuff. Like, send it to me, send it to Hype, and just say like, here's where I've gotten to with the concept. Here's where I can see it going. Here are some people who I think would do a really good job of building on this idea or adding to this idea or something. And if we can connect you, we'll do that. Like, there are times when I have an idea and I'll just like hit up Skeletonin and I'll be like, can you please like make a video out of this? And like Skeletonin will just do it. And like, people are like, oh, where did all the OGs go? But like, Skeletonin, if I reach out to him, like, he's going to hook me up with something, no matter what. And like, turn it around like it's nothing. So anyway, the point is like, more people are around in the background that are willing to do things than you might realize. So share concepts, like, just don't keep it to yourself or like in silo or whatever. Just put them out to the right people and like, we'll help facilitate it. But I do think the future for SPX should include some kind of a DApp where people can, like, in a more official setting, connect like an idea to a creator, and there can be some kind of like a tipping system with SPX, like, because we just need to build out the SPX economy in a way. People are creating so much content, and most of these people would be happy to receive SPX for the work that they've done. So yeah. Oh, good. Mike is making the website that has the bounties. Good. Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
No, because we've been talking about this concept for a little while. So
yeah, yeah, for sure. I feel like I can remember Hype and Mike talking about it like around a year ago.
Yeah,
and they were talking about different ideas for it. So very excited to see that in action.
Mike is like so prolific. He just like builds stuff out in no time. It's high quality. It's intuitive. Like it's great.
Literally.
Have you seen?
Yeah.
Have you seen DCAAon.com? Have you seen that made by Late Aeon?
Yes, but I can't. There's so many sites at this point. I know I've seen it. I literally can't even distinguch them.
Well, it's really, really cool because you can actually automate DCA on chain.
Yeah.
I meant to bring that up earlier with the DCA thing. I was just saying it's a really quality one.
Actually, like the functionality of it looks like it's been expanded since I saw it the first time.
Yep.
So there's a tipping hub.
You can even automate. Whatever you DCA and automate that to go to a wallet of someone's if you wanted to. You can delegate it to somebody else's wallet.
Mm-hmm.
It basically DCA and then automatically send it to someone's wallet.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pretty cool.
Oh, hi, Chelsea.
What are we looking at?
Just some of the comments are hilarious.
I'm not hyped, by the way. I don't know.
I'm dead, bro. I'm fucking dead, bro.
Jesse's in the house.
Mikey. Hi, Mikey, aka Tuco. I love you. Love you, girl.
Love you, girl.
Oh man.
Crazy Khalil, he's on Speaks too. What's up? I did have I have a lot of thoughts. Do y'all have thoughts to ask Spacey?
No, go ahead with your thoughts.
You go ahead, yeah.
I'm listening right now.
I did make a joke because you mentioned the OG thing. I actually made a joke because I think it was Audacious. He's like, "Am I an OG? Am I an OG?" It's like he's been around since October. He wrote a book. He did all this, and I was like, if you're not an OG, I don't really know who would be. I mean, I know you weren't around early days, but I mean, my point is, if you stuck around this long for over a year and a half and you've written a book, I mean,
I was gonna say, yeah, if people have been here this past year, to me, everyone has experienced basically like the best of the best, the worst of the worst. So I don't really see any difference.
Well, and I made a point. I made a joke saying we're all the OGs. I actually said that. I think you said we're here, which I
comment on it with a list. I have to. I mean,
I agree with you.
Well, because I don't think that, like it wasn't. I didn't take it the wrong way or anything. But someone's going to read that thinking that the OGs are gone. So I had to put a list. I agree.
You're right. You're right. I wasn't.
Who are here?
But there are. I mean, but there is some that have left. I mean, I remember even from back in October 2024, there were quite a few more. At least more active ones. I don't. Maybe you disagree with that. Maybe you feel like it's the same. But it feels like there's at least some. At least there's been some.
Who's not here, Chad? Who are you talking about?
Do you really want me to name names?
Yeah, come on, bro. You know, like you're definitive on these.
Sindat.
He left a while ago, bro. He changed to a different phone. He said he's out of here.
Sindat had his hand in a couple of very many different pots, by the way. So that's not surprising at all.
Nicole, the other Nicole, she's gone.
I know she had to start a new job, but
I mean, her Telegram account's been deleted at least.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, she had to start a new job, so I don't. I mean, I intensive, but I know her stuff hasn't moved.
There was some truth in what at least I was really meaning a little bit behind it, and I wanted to get what you thought. If maybe I'm wrong, maybe it's just a few people in my head, and it makes it seem like more than I think. But
well, I think I'm more interested in like what have the tokens done and what have the Aeons done, and she's sitting on her entire stack. So I don't see that as left. I see that as life got chaotic.
I didn't know that actually. I had no idea about that. That's actually cool to know. That's cool to know.
Moved. Yeah.
Okay, that makes me feel a lot better about it. Because sometimes when it goes away, you're like, oh, you just kind of, it's been months. You kind of start to assume they sold. At least I do.
No. If the things that she has stuck it out through, like I don't think she's going anywhere. Just like, you know, all the OGs that like Babyl, Idea Hazard, whatever. We'll give him a pass. The Roach Candle, whatever. We'll give him a pass. He's a little bit of a pussy, but he knows that. We love him.
But sometimes it does. But sometimes whenever I guess it starts getting to my head a little bit. I start to feel. It feels like whenever I feel like somebody has left, it feels like betrayal in a way. So I start to feel that way. Whenever I saw Syndat left and started shilling a derivative, that felt like betrayal to me. I was like,
that's his MO. He's been doing that since forever. That's why I never considered him like OG anyway.
Okay.
No.
Okay. There's a couple of other people that I won't. If you keep going, I can.
This is like there's no other coin that makes you feel this connected to a community. Like,
I know.
There's no way, you know, like, and even if people do leave, bro, like let them leave, you know, like if you really, you know, not seeing them on the timeline for me is just like, for me, like, why would you ever leave if you were really in it for a while, you know, and really active, and you know, you read what
name names, Chad. Okay, Pedri. There's another name, Pedri.
He's still here. He changed his.
He was shilling S&P 500 like 2 weeks ago. Like buying options on it and shit, like totally degenerately gambling.
Never heard
of him. Next, never heard of him.
The thing with, to me, is like, you know, I was even earlier today. I was listening to a Mung Space from August of 2024, and nice. It was like a crash out space, you know, like he was fucking crashing out.
Mm-hmm.
And as people do sometimes, you know, but part of the thing of it is like, I see the passion that people bring into this, and I see the commitment that people bring into this. And at the end of the day, too, kind of like what Spacey said, like circumstances change. And I had a little back and forth with Real Thigh, if you guys know his name off the top of your head.
Yeah.
I talked to him a lot, and he had said something about, like, he had tweeted something. He said like, hey, don't worry if like Mung and Babyl have taken a back seat or like stepped out of the limelight or whatever. And I had kind of commented just that, like, the nature of decentralization is that, like, at some point, to some extent, we're all trying to like work ourselves out of a job in a way. Like, we want other people to understand what's going on, you know, grow in their commitment to the project, be part of it, contribute in their own way, you know. And at the end of the day, it's like, you know, the five of us aren't going to always be able to do what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
You know, at some point, other people need to kind of step into the limelight.
That's right.
And have their own voice and have their own, like, because at the end of the day, none of us are going to last forever. Mm-hmm. You know, and if we're trying to build something that's better than what has currently been lasting for, you know, decades or centuries, like, there is a point where Mung has to disappear, Spacey has to disappear, Slow has to disappear.
Well, that's not happening, by the way.
No. I mean, when I say disappear, I mean, at some point, there's so many people.
I agree with your point. The point is that the OGs are going to take a backseat so that a new cast of main characters can come to the top. And that is how it should be.
Right.
And it is part of why, as much as I'm showing up every single day, I'm not showing up in the same capacity that I did, say, in 2023. Like, right. Am I one of those people that's going to be willing to fully, like, just not be online about SPX? Never. Literally never, probably. But I completely agree. And I do think a lot of some of these people moving out of the spotlight is, like, leave room for, there are plenty of people who are doing more than what they need to in order to, like, keep this thing going. They trust you. Like, the OGs trust the new people completely. So if they thought there was reason not to, they would be a lot more at the forefront.
Yeah.
I will say it's awesome that you're still as present as you are, just to
thank you. Yeah, it would be much more obvious if they didn't rug my Space Fruit account, because I literally never didn't show up. Even when crash outs were directed at me. Yes, I was always here every single day, but yeah, I'm happy to do it. Like, I love being a part of this thing and, like, seeing the way it evolves. And I'm not a guiding star in this thing, but, like, I'm here and I have, like, the historical knowledge if anyone ever wants to reference, like, what it was like back then if they weren't around yet. And so, yeah, it's kind of like, I think that's, like, the role that we serve, myself and Hypey and so on. It's like the memory of, like, the magic of the beginning, in a sense, like the memory keepers or something. So, and
that's why I wanted y'all on so bad, because I felt like that was getting lost a little bit for a bit. And I also felt like there was also tons of people like, I'm just wondering what happened. What was it like? A lot of people were very curious about that too. So I think it's good that you're expressing it.
Yeah, I mean, the beginning was just messy. Like, it was magical, but, like, magic because it was, like, a perfect convergence of, like, a lot of insane chaotic energy, like, all at once on one single platform. Like, it was highly concentrated in a way that we aren't right now, but in a way that it's good that we aren't right now, because we don't need to be. But it was like this laser intensity where there were, like, a million different mirrors just concentrating all of the energy into one place. So, like, what we embody right now was just a lot more concentrated to one singular platform. And now, like, those mirrors have kind of been, like, turned outward in, like, all these different directions. And it's like, let the light reflect off of it to this platform and that platform and whatever. And, like, we're expanding, but this is, like, the natural progression of things. But it was just what we are now, but at, like, way higher of an intensity. Yeah. So if we ever want to recapture that craziness, then everyone needs to return to Schizo and return to one platform for a very short amount of time. We could do that if we want, but I always say return to Schizo. I think that that's the alpha forever, but that's just me.
So what does Schizo mean for you?
Schizo is like word cell, like they were calling, like, Ethereum science technologies, building underground lab, like quantum physics, something compressed into, like, it just, like, word cell, like, just say very little in very many words. Right. And, like, put it with, like, a British accent or something, so it sounds, like, super, like, professional and advanced, and then, like, have some crazy visuals that are, like, constantly switching, and, like, anime kind of, like, aesthetic or something. Like,
that makes a lot of sense, and I love that.
At some point, which I hated and I fought against it, after the coach candle, the Schizo content kind of, like, a little bit left the room, because it was like, oh, we got to do, like, the whole mocking of the S&P 500, and all of a sudden all the videos started looking like the S&P 500. I don't want to see a trading floor with like middle-aged men. Like, it's just boring. There's nothing, that's not our aesthetic. So I think we need to like get away from that. There's too much of that gets edited into videos. And I think like if you can juxtapose that against like our aesthetic, it's okay. Yeah. But if you're only doing that, that loses like the aesthetic.
Like instead of Warren Buffett eating the ice cream, he's eating an SPX coin. Is that good?
That's fine. Yeah, you could always troll Warren Buffett or Charlie Munger or Gary Gensler is still like worth trolling. I don't know.
Yeah, he was awful for a while. I'm glad he's gone.
Yeah, I mean, he's out of the picture, but I guess he can still be in the picture because he still centralizes like everything bad about centralized finance. So
yeah. Yeah, I do enjoy a lot of those really early SPX videos a lot for the schizo content. The schizo content is very sticky. It's very sticky. Like, it sticks in my head. It's bizarre. It makes me kind of like reevaluate things in a different way.
Yeah.
It forces you to think about stuff in a way that you're not used to because no one else is thinking that way and talking that way. So
yeah, and I think we kind of like learned a lot from Miladies because Milady culture was always very like, the videos would be kind of like entrancing. Like, you would feel like you're being hypnotized by this video. We need to get back to stuff like that because they're like, you can psyop people into being brainwashed. Like, not that I'm saying we should brainwash people, but like, there's something very alluring to feeling like maybe I'm being hypnotized. And that was an aesthetic that Milady, I think, started. And we had, in terms of like the OGs, a lot of people came over from that community. Like, we had a lot of overlap with them. So a lot of our earlier videos felt a little bit in that direction. I don't think we ever fully went there with like the really hypnotic stuff, but I think we should. Like, because even Milady kind of lost that.
I showed someone a couple of videos and they're like, I feel like I'm getting hypnotized.
Oh, good.
Yeah, a couple good SPX. I was like, well, you know, you're getting hypnotized everything else you're watching, so you might as well get.
That's exactly what we want.
I did too, actually.
Yeah.
We should actually, like, there's a whole frame rate thing where like certain like frequencies of like switching the frames is supposed to be hypnotic. We should intentionally do it and tell people a disclaimer at the beginning. You will be hypnotized when you watch this. Can someone make this that's watching this stream right now?
Yeah. What about the official SPX guy or girl?
Someone's got to do it because that would be, I mean, it's appealing. It's like, oh shoot, like let's test it. Am I really going to get hypnotized by watching this?
I wonder what the frame rate data will be for like becoming hypnotized and like.
I don't know, but I mean,
flashes,
even with radio frequencies too, like there are certain frequencies radio stations use and so on. So anyway, we should really play on all of that stuff because it's just like provocative. And I think a lot of our early stuff that we did was just provocative. It's like, this is just like, it's interesting because no one is doing it. And so that's the stuff we need to get back to, especially when sentiment is as low as it is. That hits hard at a time like this.
Yeah, I feel like the timeline has gotten more schizo as of late.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so.
It's just it's fun, like like sometimes the other stuff isn't as fun, when you're just looking at content or creating, right?
It's natural because there's now a higher concentration of the schizos because that's all that's left when all the normies leave,
That's true.
That's true.
In a lot of ways. Can you it would be helpful if you shared some Milady videos if you have access to any of those. If you don't,
you know what? I think someone had asked me for this a little while back and I was looking and I couldn't. There were some interesting ones that they did. Sometimes they would make a Milady character, like they would make its mouth move and make it like singing opera or something. But no, they had some really like flashing in and out kind of videos that I haven't been able to find, but I will try and locate.
Yeah.
I will say Milady content, for me at least, it was almost too much for me, because it was hard. It was almost like it was like not even tangible almost for me.
Oh, Hype knows what I'm talking about. The White Lotus one. Yes, that's the one. Hype, can you find it? All right. Sorry. I'm sorry, Southern Fried Chat.
Find it, Hype, not Hype.
You saying it was too much to watch, Chad?
It was almost not tangible. It was like too intangible. I don't know how to. It was too abstract, like to the point to where it's like it's hard for me to even. It's just hard for me to even watch it. But SPX videos, I feel like, are a little more tangible. I don't know if that's the right word or not, but if it's too abstract, too schizo, it's just like hard for me to watch, at least. But for me personally.
Yeah, and like if we go the schizo hypnotic route, I don't think it should be hypnotic in the sense of like buy SPX. It's like that's corny to me. Like the whole SPX, you shouldn't tell people, like they should just do it if they want to join that.
Yes.
Sort of.
I think that's a good attitude all of us mostly have.
Yeah. But I think like if you do the hypnotic thing, it's more like showing aeons and like I don't know, like it's more about the way that you like transition between different frames or something. I don't know.
Like a subliminal message, like a subliminal eon every frame change or something.
Exactly. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'll do some research and I'll see if I can make one.
Are you calling me fat, SPX Play?
SPX Play is saying some crazy things.
Who is that?
I don't know.
That weak ass logo, Coin.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind if you are, but I'm just curious.
Come on, bro. It's just one of the eons having some fun, Chad.
I'm not offended.
I
do enjoy pork quite a bit, actually. It's
all
quite
I
good.
can say about SPX Play is they watched.
Yeah. That's right. They watched.
Hey, I appreciate it.
We love you, SPX Play.
I actually had some bad pork chops tonight, Chad. I will say.
Oh no!
Really?
I did. They're not good.
That's rough.
Yeah, it's all right though.
That's rough. I had some good barbecue this weekend. That'll balance it out. Pulled pork. It's the bomb.
Sorry,
Chad,
I had to step away for a second, but I came back to Southern Fried Chad as pork maxing.
Yeah.
I gotta go get my pork chops. I did eat bacon, actually.
Moved on from talking about the guy in the top right corner.
Yeah. I finally moved on. I appreciate it. Just moved on to someone else.
You seemed like you were being targeted, but I guess now
he's
just doing it to everyone.
Wait. Did he say something about you too?
Oh, he was killing me for like 10 minutes, bro.
I missed this. Where's this at?
Yeah, he was killing me. The whole chat, bro.
You're the cynical prick.
Yeah.
Who is this?
I don't know, man. I love it though. He said I'm made for salt mines.
That's what?
That's
the compliment. It means you're built, man. You're ready to go to the moon. You're ready to go. You're ready to work. Get some work on.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's great.
The salt mines.
Had you ever made videos before SPX, Spacey?
So I like tried one time when I was a part of like the whole GameStop thing.
Mm-hmm.
I made one single video that I posted on what's it called? Wall Street Bets.
Mm-hmm.
And like was not within my comfort zone at all. So the first video that I like actually felt content with was an SPX video. And I wasn't no, I didn't have any tasty vegetables. I'm a vegan, but I don't really eat vegetables that often. Thank you, Heidi. Yeah, no. So the video thing didn't really ramp up until I got into SPX.
Sure. Yeah. SPX is, the first. I never thought I would do any kind of video editing. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I almost just.
You turned out to be really good at
it. Thanks. I was on Mike's, Spaces, the long one, and I think it was Aeon 1 was on, and Aeon Girl, and maybe Chang, maybe a few others. I don't remember, but everyone, Hype was on. They're all talking about editing videos, and I was like, well, it sounds fun. I guess I'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, never thought I would be too into it, but it is really fun. I mean, it's a really neat creative outlet.
Well, you know what? I think the tooling, like what you use for it, is really important, because when I did it for GameStop and the first SPX video that I ever made, both of them I tried using Adobe Premiere, which is like, so it's just not like a quick video like editing software. It's like meant for something that you're going to spend like weeks on or whatever. So like once I got CapCut, and that was like early on in the whole SPX thing, people like Bulb, people like Skeletonin and Hype, and anyone who was making videos was like sharing alpha on like the best platforms to make videos. So I was introduced to CapCut, and so that made it a lot easier, because I was always at work. Back then I was working like literally 15 to 18 hours a day. And I would just like go to the bathroom and I'd still be editing in CapCut or whatever. Like between classes, I'm like doing edits, like motion tracking or some crap. So yeah, like it made it portable, which was good. So yeah.
The shitty motion tracking is some of my favorite in SPX.
Yeah. Motion tracking does not have to be good by any means.
Yeah.
Even the cutout of like the Aeon's head doesn't have to be good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm trying to find this because I think I realized maybe I didn't retweet it, but I meant to. Shoot.
Tune.
Mid at best.
Who is Tuna?
True.
Who is that?
So true.
Is that their name on X?
Get him, Chad.
Well,
Get him.
Maybe it's Keyshig. DK? Yeah, DK. Yeah.
Oh, you posted the SpongeBob one. He just made
Yeah.
week.
Yeah, I didn't mean to
Give
not
me
give you credit.
That's cute.
There's so many videos now, it's impossible to keep track.
We like to give credit when we can, but sometimes it's impossible.
Yeah.
Wait,
honestly, it's hard at this point to because there's so much sharing of content now that there's been multiple times where I've given credit to someone, and then that someone has come back and been like, hey, that's not actually my video, that was so and so's video, and then I'm like misapplying,
What do you think about
an awesome video though, DK? I love it. I've shared it multiple times.
What do you think about the artist watermark in some of the videos? Some SPX artists.
I don't care.
Well, that's what I mean, to make it show that's credit. I'm saying like if they put their own
yeah.
watermark in there to like, so we would, someone has to credit it or something if they really.
Right. Yeah, I mean,
if you really, really want credit, that is what you should do.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's so cringe. I've seen people do that sometimes. It's like,
I think Hype does it a lot.
Do you do that? You put your name on there?
I've seen a couple Hype.
You put your name on there, Slow?
You put your name on there?
Oh, Hype does. Hype does. My Hype. That's weak Hype. That's just my opinion.
Hype has said he's used his. I'm sure there are the artists in the SPX that use it for like, or have talked about using it as a resume builder.
If it's at the beginning or end, I could cut that out real easily. Just saying.
I feel like your signature though, or like your watermark, is just which Aeon you use.
That's
there you go.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I like that as well.
The trick.
I like that better, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't know. I in the Bitcoin, as I used to be into the Bitcoin maxi community, and that was a thing they always do whenever they made. And their meme content was shit compared to ours. But the people that did make them, they'd always put the little watermark, and it was like a 5-second edit. It's like, what are you doing? It's pathetic. But anyways, that's why I'm kind of against it.
That's all right.
What is the watermark gonna look like? User
Yes,
that's what he he puts it at the top corner. It's like user hype, I mean, I've seen it.
Hype does this, right? Are we fudding hype? But hype does. I mean, if hype does that, I'm really judging. I don't think
Hype. Tell me I'm wrong, bro. Have I seen it or am I making it up? I might have seen it a couple times.
Different people do it.
And wait, he's suggesting it? I'm confused.
I don't know if anyone's suggesting it.
No.
I don't do that.
Or wait, yeah, no, he is.
No, I'm definitely not suggesting it. But if you want to, you can. I'm going to make fun of it, but you can.
Wassy saw it too, bro. See?
I definitely saw that.
I just put my
Well, at least your content is. I will say, in Hype's defense, his content is actually worth watermarking. If it's like a 5-second edit, like 10 minutes to make, you should not be putting a watermark on there. That's just ridiculous.
Whoa. Come on, bro.
Shut your mouth, Wesley. That's good. You should put on that official SPX account, you should put a little rocket somewhere. Make it real sloppy.
SPX rocket. The moon.
The shittiest AI rocket.
I support watermarking his videos. Yes, you should watermark all your videos. You should put plaster it all over it. It'll look good.
Now I'm gonna have to start memeing hype.
No, because we literally had some people who came into our community just so they could take advantage of people who were giving and were making content, and they were making it known that they were the ones making content. And then they just jumped from one deriv to the next, to the next, to the next.
Yeah, true.
We can't do this watermarking thing just because we have some people who are happy to take advantage of. There is a lot of generous aeons.
There are a lot of generous aeons.
Yeah. The wet blanket is gone.
Oh, man.
No, I agree with you, Mike. I agree with you, but I do feel, at least for me, if I know who's done it, I do want to give credit. It's just personally, but I mean, I think if you aren't able to, I think it's fine. But.
Yeah.
I've been trying to tag people when I use their videos, but
yeah, I mean, if you can, I think it's
sometimes I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
Shouldn't keep you from posting.
Yeah, I try to just share good content.
Yeah.
If I'm posting it, I think it's good, and sorry if you don't get credit.
For anybody watching this, you cannot use my content, and if you do, you have to put a watermark on it.
You got to pay him.
You have to edit in the Southern Fried Chad watermark.
Yeah. No, I'm teasing you. Anybody can use anything. I don't care. Use whatever you want to.
Yeah.
Admittedly, it's a little different with me because it is my face. My face does help. So if you don't have a face, I get why you want
to superimpose my face over yours, and I'm going to be like,
I think that'd be great. Somebody please do that.
Great podcast that I conduct.
Somebody does that with AI. Put your face over mine. That'd be really freaky.
For the whole 2-hour podcast.
Oh, that'd be weird.
with bad motion tracking.
Yeah.
I might actually have to make a clip of Spacey's face on just all of our faces. Like we're all alts that just showed up,
Exactly. Well, we're showing our real user base.
That's right. That's right.
Who are you, SPX Play? Please tell me. On
X. Yes, who are you?
Who sent you?
Who sent you?
You seem like a.
Is vile.
I think you're a plant now. Usually people aren't this rude to me, so quite rude.
You're being too bullish, Chad.
Yeah, too bullish.
It's not. Are we sure it's not Undy? Would Undy speak like this? Maybe.
I think it's Undy. Sounds like Undy or Chang,
Would
but
be
Chang
I
has a
know
different name.
Unless Undy made a different account. Undy's got a
Yeah,
different
someone made a
account.
different account. Hype was like, "Yo, make an alt account. Come in here."
Southern Fried.
We've had a couple of people though who have been assholes, so it's possible. Everyone
And
is
all the
plant.
AI floppy.
Is plant.
Yeah, there has been a couple of assholes.
Yeah, like legitimately. And then they were about to shill a CA and stuff. But
Yeah.
on Cal's
But they
it was with
watched.
Cal.
They
What?
watched.
But
They
they
did
watched.
watch. They did watch.
And they're watching again.
It was actually pretty funny because they ramped it up pretty quick.
They went Murad mode, you know.
Oh yeah, that was what that was.
Yeah, it was talking about, you know,
Oh
Murad.
god.
What if Murad sells? You know, or whatever.
Whoa.
You know how it goes, right? Must mention Murad.
I'm gonna start making those posts.
Flood
I think
everything.
we can
Why
just
not? Yeah,
we can just front run all of this.
we should.
That's what I've said. I was like, we should all just start saying that Murad is sold.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
he's been
I mean,
gone for months. What are you talking about?
The immediate shock and stuff, like whoever is going to trade based on that information will do it, and that's good.
Yeah, get him out.
I'm happy to help perpetuate this lie.
Yeah. How can we move this propaganda forward?
Yeah. I'm gonna put. Actually, we should really just plaster Murad sold all over a city. Like that would be amazing. Murad sold.
Murad sold.
The press. Actually, it'll be the first billboard we pay for in New York City. It'll just be Murad
sold.
Murad sold.
with his lines, like the profile picture.
Oh yeah.
Mossad mode.
That's a good idea. I like that. I always love the FUD propaganda. Like,
Yeah. I'm
It's
on
good.
board with it.
Wait, who did that post originally the other day? It was like it listed out every single piece of FUD imaginable.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
I forget who started it.
I don't remember.
I reposted it too. I thought it was
I don't
funny.
remember who.
I made my own version of it, but I liked it. I don't remember who started that one.
I'm going to find it.
Nobody knows.
It was. Oh, here it is. Okay, I requoted Jeffery, but that wasn't Jeffery.
No, it was like 2 before me. I think 2 or 3 before me.
It was Michael. Michael.
Oh, it was Michael.
Oh yes, Michael. That's right.
That was good.
Yeah,
That was a good
like
one.
more of that is a good thing. We did it each time. Like there were certain communities that were acting like SPX were bots. Like
Yeah.
the OTC thing came from the same place too. But anyway, like we always played on that. It's good. It's like good content. Make videos out of it. Whatever.
Yeah, definitely. I lean into it. I think it's great. I think it's one thing that honestly it is a way to just not engage with it in a really negative and unhelpful way. You're like giving it attention, but also showing that it doesn't really affect anything and is just kind of people talking. Because people can just say whatever they want to say at any point in time. And I think it helps people think for themselves, you know?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, you almost have to, we used to call it when I did Occupy Wall Street, the human microphone. So someone says something and then everyone else repeats it so that it can be heard by like the people in the back. So you literally just have to amplify this stuff.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's net positive to amplify it anyway, because it like mitigates some of the psychological damage somehow.
Yeah. Right. Well, I mean, it's kind of like humor. Like people have black humor all the time who have had really shitty things happen to them because humor is a way of like getting through the shit. And I think it's the same way when shit gets thrown at you. You're just kind of like, you're just rolling with it. You just roll with the punches because it's It's all just FUD anyways. It's all just psychological battles anyways. So you're just kind of and calling it retarded as it is. You know,
it's better to conquer that psychological battle when it's like obviously not true or a joke.
Right.
Versus like if it actually happens, people will have already dealt with it.
Yeah. Right. Questions.
Yes, you should never question anything.
Don't question anything.
Don't ever do it. It's bad.
SPX to 69 trillion. DCA. Bullish propaganda.
I mean, it's technically not investing, SPX play. You're wrong because it's not a financial instrument legally. So it's not investing.
What do you think about that, SPX play? What do you think about that?
Aeon Wasi says that SPX plays BlackRock, which could be true.
We got Larry Fink in the chat, people. What up, Larry?
Larry, clip it. Larry Fink in the chat.
My boy.
H-Rod guy, remind me of that. Was that the guy who was I don't remember. H-Rod. What is it, charity?
Well, it's a token, but it's not a financial instrument. There are certain like different categories of things regulated by the SEC.
There you go. It's not a security. Is that what you mean?
It's not a security.
Yeah, it's
Spacey, when can people in that world invest into certain meme coins? Because I know you mentioned something on Chad's podcast, but I also had a friend who's financial advisor, like probably like a year ago now. Mm-hmm. He was talking about crypto, and he's like, "Oh, you can invest in Pepe, but you need to give me like 5K or something like that." So he was, I guess, allowed to invest in Pepe, or like I don't know.
So it depends on the institution, but basically, like I'm kind of friends with some people from an institution that is notorious for investing very big in, like, for example, these treasury companies. Treasury companies that represent a certain underlying digital asset. So I'm not going to dox which one in particular, but you would be familiar with it from some of the FUD that we were talking about before. But anyway, I'm friends with some of the guys at this one particular institution. And when we were talking about the FUD and we were revisiting the fact that this narrative had come out, they were like, we thought it was so funny. This is a real person who works here, but that's not what the ID looks like. And that document was totally fake. But actually, we love SPX, but we cannot invest in it. So what it comes down to for some of these institutions is like, if something isn't as regulated, like crypto is like the Wild West, but it can become more regulated if you have a treasury company that has exposure to it, but you're investing in the company, not directly the digital asset.
Right.
So, so anyway, like they're not always able to get direct exposure to something as volatile and as unregulated. Because to Chad's point, like we're not a security.
Right.
And like there's legalese surrounding it. And so there's certain red tape that institutions have to follow. And I think some of it depends on like how big is the fund. They probably define their own parameters, like we only invest in securities or whatever the case is, or we only allocate X% to things that are not officially securities or whatever the case is. But these institutions like to get exposure through through actual regulated instruments.
So they want exposure to SPX.
They do. They do want it. Right. But they can't at the moment. Yeah.
Directly, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
Cool.
Correct.
The more you know.
And that's why you see people launching ETFs. That's why you see these treasury companies becoming popular. They're not as popular at the moment just because of how the market is. It's hard, like when the underlying asset looks like it's just in free fall.
Right.
But a lot of these companies launched at totally the wrong time. They all launched when it was like peak euphoria at local tops. So everything looks like it's underwater right now.
Right.
So that narrative, like sentiment surrounding like the whole treasury company ETF narrative will shift as like the market improves, but like we're not there yet. And people are going to first want exposure back to like ETH and Bitcoin treasuries before they want exposure to like a meme coin treasury.
Yeah, I think that narrative really, I mean, MicroStrategy was like the first one, I guess.
Yeah.
And it really took off this cycle, and it was very interesting to see. And I think that's only in the beginning stages of it. I think a lot of those, like you were saying, like a lot of the Bitcoin, Ethereum ones that just popped out of nowhere, I don't know if they're going to make it because they like the worst time possible. They're also trading at absurd multiples, like a 40x of the underlying or something like that, which was nuts.
Well, it's like a leverage trade. Oh, and also Cryptic Monge, I totally agree with the point he's making. He said, this is why I think family offices will become huge because they have way less red tape around them. I totally agree with that.
How does that work?
Well, because if you're just like a family fund, let's say, you get to decide where you're allocating those funds. But if you already have a pre-established name, you have to hedge a little bit. You have to protect your reputation.
Okay.
So yeah, no, I totally agree. Good point.
Do you feel like SPX 6900 then is like, do you think part of the evolution is going to be these like treasury companies investing in SPX? Like, do you see that as just part of the possibility of the future and all?
100%. I mean, I think there will need to be an instrument where like bigger institutions can get exposure. Do I think some funds will start to allocate specifically directly to like DeFi assets? Yes, but I don't know how far out we are from that. Like, I don't know that it's not happening right now just because like, since it's not a security, like the reporting would be different, I guess. Like for stocks, you do stock filings, right? So like if I'm a big institution and I want to buy into this treasury company, I'll have to announce via like, say, a 13F or whatever the filing number is. I have allocated X number towards buying this many shares of this stock at this at whatever valuation. But if it's not a security, that whole SEC filings thing goes out the window. So I don't know that it's not happening. It probably is happening right now. I don't know at what scale though. I think like, do I think it'll increase? Probably, but I think there are benefits to just, if you have the choice between like, doing it the DeFi route or going the centralized route through like a regulated instrument. The thing about the regulated instrument is like, to what I was alluding to before, it's like a leverage trade because you, first of all, maybe are getting, like the stock is going to be trading like at a premium to begin with because a company maybe has been acquired for like what it was originally worth, and then all of this funding went into it, and suddenly it's instantaneously worth more right out the gate because people have then dumped a certain number of tokens or a certain amount of US dollars into it. So you already have that premium, and then if the underlying asset is now being accumulated, you're reducing supply, you're increasing demand. So then the underlying price goes up. So people like these things from the regulated instrument standpoint, because even though you lose out on the sort of like anonymity that you gain from the DeFi side, you get multiples like in terms of returns. So I like the existence of these instruments because I think it will remove a lot of those like institutions from our sort of like trading pool, which I think is a good thing. It like almost would buffer us if we had that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's really interesting. That's kind of where my brain goes a little bit, is like keeping certain types
in their a little bit.
away.
Yeah, that's kind of how I think of it. But at the end of the day, then they're looking at it to begin with, and that could be a problem because, again, there's the benefit of the anonymity side of things, and who's to say they're not then also, they're not playing both sides of it. Yeah. Probably they are.
Right.
That's interesting. It'd be cool to see how that plays out in the future now that things have quieted down.
Yeah.
Some people are like very against them, period, because it's against. Some people would say it's against the ethos, because it's a company or whatever that's owning the underlying. I guess you don't feel that way, but what do you think about that critique?
It would depend on the way it's set up and the way that the company like operates, in the sense of like, are they going to be willing to sell tokens? Are they like, there are certain things like if the token, the underlying asset goes up, then great, we can sell shares because they were worth a bunch and continue to buy tokens. But what happens when the underlying asset goes down? Yes. Then what do you do? Do you sell, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you sell tokens and buy shares? Like, so anyway, some companies will do this. And this is like not Aeon coded behavior, I would say.
Yeah.
But there are plenty of other ways to do it. So you don't have, I think it would have to be set up in such a way that it is Aeon coded. But if I like go too much in detail, then someone's just going to like run and start a treasury company with some crappy asset and do it ethically and like look great. And then, So, anyway, they can figure it out themselves.
Yes. I definitely like the hodl approach for sure.
Yeah. Like this is, I mean, you've seen the controversy on the timeline. Like, what's Michael Saylor going to do? Like, Bitcoin's trading lower than what their average is, or like whatever they're saying. Like, you see, are they going to sell Bitcoin? Da, da, da. So anyway, it's like you see this as like part of the narrative, and because it is such like a public facing thing, you would have to do it right or not at all.
Right. Okay, that actually was
close.
Yeah, it's back.
Next, I think you need to get one of those sleeves, and I think
sleeve.
Blood pressure while you're on here.
Just check it.
Live blood pressure.
Live blood pressure testing.
Yeah. SPX really is multifaceted.
I'm pretty sure that's the average for an Eon, right? 30-15.
Yeah, that's my blood pressure too, actually.
It's about average.
That's a good point, Monj. I do. You talking Monj?
Yeah, I was trying to read it, but go ahead.
Yeah, tax laws pertaining to staking need to be changed. That will entice big money to buy an asset like ETH and capture yield. I will say, I believe now you can. There's ETFs that are natively do staking and yield.
Oh, definitely.
But I feel like in those ETFs, the yield, that's good for the price of the ETF. But I don't think that's taxable. I thought that's like caught up within the ETF. I guess I don't know if I'm saying that right, but like if you buy $1,000 worth of an Ethereum ETF that has staking native to it, then that 3% from staking or whatever it is, that's not like tax to you. It's just a part of the appreciation of the ETF. And then whenever you go to sell it, you'd pay like you would normally.
Yeah, that I'm not sure about.
Wow. I might be wrong about that much, but I know if you own ETH and you're staking it within actually owning Ethereum and getting the ETH back or whatever, that you do owe taxes on technically. But I feel like if you do it within the ETF that does it natively, you don't have to. I don't know. I hate taxes. They're so annoying.
I only own SPX 6900.
There you go.
I'm not worried
Simple.
about ETH.
I know this past couple of years have been pretty basic. It's like there's not much going on.
It's not. That's it.
I did see something really crazy that Jasper retweeted that was it
The Netherlands?
The Netherlands, yeah. The Netherlands are going to
unrealized?
tax unrealized gains,
Yeah, the
each year.
36 or 38% unrealized gains.
Yeah, 36%.
Yeah, like that's insane. It's just like
That
they
is
just don't.
insane.
It's like you pretty much can't be in the market unless you got fucking.
You haven't even made
big
money.
money. You're not even going to be allowed to. You're not going to be allowed to.
Yeah, I mean,
You know what I'm
if
saying?
you're
Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like unless you
I mean,
got
you-
big money and where 36%, it's like all right, you don't really care about the tax because you're making so much.
Yeah.
But like, dude, what the fuck?
yeah, you'll have to sell assets to pay the tax. So you're basically just getting you can't hold for the long term,
Yeah.
like actually hold. You
Right.
have to
Exactly.
keep selling to pay the taxes, and
Yeah.
that's awful.
It
Yeah,
doesn't
you
make
don't
any
even
sense.
have like long-term tax advantage.
36% is so much too.
Like,
That
how do
is
you get around
crazy.
that? You just fucking
I think you have a boating accident and
yeah.
coins go bye bye.
Yeah, I lost
Yeah.
my coin. Crazy.
I think you got to figure out a plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, people with big money are going to hate it too. I agree. And what's going to happen is a lot of people are going to leave. They're not going to deal with that. People who have big money are not going to sit there and pay 36%
Pay that.
unrealized. And they're just going to end up.
Or-
They'll
or-
end up making less money because.
Or
of
can
this
they
thing,
just
too.
get like a fucking? Are they going to get like a citizenship somewhere else and be able to just buy it somewhere else, right? Even though they're fucking from the Netherlands, they just have enough.
I
money
mean,
to do
the
something
rich
like
people
that.
can move wherever they want to. They'll
That's
get
what I
away.
mean.
They'll get
Right.
out of it.
Yeah, they'll be like, all right, whatever. I'm just going to get this citizenship and I'll just DCA over here.
Yep.
Fuck.
Your blood pressure went up a little bit there.
Just a little bit, not too much.
Yeah, it's a great way to let inflation chop up the average citizens. Yeah, it's going to end up leading, I guarantee you, for less money because I think people will just leave that have big money, so it'll probably end up leading with less tax revenue, which is kind of funny. But screwing the middle class more than anything.
Yeah.
Per usual.
Yeah.
Per usual.
Yeah, that literally is going to screw the middle class because the middle class tends to own some assets, and they're going to get hit by this the most. Sucks.
We got to flip that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Definitely needs flipped.
All right, guys, I do gotta head out, but it was a pleasure being here with you guys. Spacey, thank you for joining.
Absolutely. It was so good seeing you.
See you, Krishna.
We will persist forever, guys.
Krishna,
doubt.
Till next week, Krishna.
Until next week.
Love you, Chris.
Bye, guys. Yeah,
Love
love you too.
Krishna.
See you next week. I think. Does anybody have anything else? I might wrap it up.
Bro. Come on, dude.
What do you got? What do you got?
Hype.
What
Dude, silly goofer.
Oh, yeah, let's do that now. We won't read that one out loud.
Sometimes I still randomly will watch the video of Krishna getting just blasted at
the
that
event?
wedding. You know the
Yeah.
one I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Cracks me up.
I haven't watched all the videos y'all made. I literally see them as I'm scrolling YouTube because sometimes I do that a little bit.
Uh-huh.
I just like see them randomly. I'm like, oh, that's funny. I like
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Some of them are pretty good.
Yeah, not bad. Slow, the one I sent you, I was working on, I didn't have all the files local, so like half the files I pulled from Telegram. Just
Uh-huh.
like, they're like removed, so I got to bring them back in, put them on a
Oh.
local disk, and
Oh,
then use
shoot.
them. Otherwise, they won't save. Yeah, that was bad.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I need to hop in there. I haven't been in there like all week.
Oh no, you're good, bro. I'm just chatting, bro.
Yeah. I'm excited though. I'm excited for this week. I've been excited for tonight. It's always good to connect with people.
Yeah. Yep. Spacey, thanks for joining. We appreciate it. It was great to hear from you.
I loved it. I would love to come back at some point. I love what you guys are doing, and I try to watch. I usually do catch this, but I didn't realize there's a chat and how much fun the chat is. So I'm gonna have a little bit more of an active listener and participate in this.
It's fun. It's fun.
Only it's contingent on SPX play showing up.
Yeah.
Let's make it more spicy. Thank you, SPX Play. We appreciate you.
We appreciate you.
Really, truly.
Come back.
Thank you guys so much for everything you're doing. Just please keep it up because it is very worthwhile. It is like, it's nice for us to have an outlet for entertainment. And like, even though these are like really informative and it's a good way of like recentering the culture a little bit, it's also like a good place for people to decompress. That's not like, you know, like a Bill Gates funded panel. So yes,
Right.
I'm all about this. Like, I love that we are starting to have our own sort of like entertainment channels. So I want to see more of these for sure.
For sure.
Yeah, that I'm gonna shout out the oh god, what can I think now? Jordan Viz and Hoodish
online.
Aeon's online that comes on tomorrow at 5 every week. So
yep,
pretty cool. I've really enjoyed theirs. Theirs is usually like an hour, so it's a little bit usually shorter than ours. So it's good.
Yeah, I only caught a couple minutes of that, but I need to. I'm going to set an alarm now that you mentioned it.
So you were on it last week, right?
Yeah. Me and Unk were.
Really? I need to. I
started watching it like 15 minutes before this. I was like, why am I starting this now? Like, I'll start just listening, you know, like I was just like, I'll listen later. Yeah. I saw you were on it though. Yeah.
That's great. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Whenever it ends, Spacey, can I talk to you for just a minute after the show?
Oh, of course. Absolutely.
Okay. It's HR related.
HR related.
That's our joke.
You got to sign the W. You got to sign the W2.
Back, actually.
HR related.
So I said this last time, and everybody thought Jeffery was it was just a joke.
Dad fired me, but then he rehired me.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and end it. Thanks everyone for joining.
Thanks again, Space.
Thank you guys so much.
Love you.
Everybody else in the chat.
Love you guys.
See ya.
You